Hello, I'm Mariam Namazi. These are the headlines on Al Jazeera. U.S. President Barack Obama has reassured Hamid Karzai that American troops will respect his country's sovereignty after foreign forces leave. Tribal leaders have been meeting to discuss the role the U.S. military would play in Afghanistan after forces withdraw in 2014. The White House says it wants a bilateral security agreement approved and signed by the end of this year. Rosalind Jordan has more from Washington.
The more time that the U.S. military has to figure out which troops need to stay in Afghanistan and which need to be brought back to the U.S., as well as trying to figure out how much equipment needs to be deployed, and perhaps most important, how much of coordination needs to be worked out with the Afghan military. In the military's view, that's a good thing. Certainly, if the delay of the signing of this agreement did not happen before April at the earliest, that would present a time crunch for the U.S. military. However, the overall strategic goal for the U.S. is to help stabilize the Afghan government and to prevent a return of the Taliban to power.
Close to 500,000 Somalis have been told they have to leave the Dadaab refugee camp in Kenya. The Somali and Kenyan governments have signed an agreement with the UN to repatriate the refugees within 3 years. But most of them don't want to return to Somalia for fear of possible violence and persecution. And 3 women have been freed from a house in London after apparently being held there for 30 years against their will. The police have now arrested 2 people in connection with the case. Don't forget, you can always watch Al Jazeera online anytime. Just head to our website, aljazeera.com, and click on the Watch Now icon. Those are your headlines on Al Jazeera. I'm Mariam Namazi.